Guys, I'm doing this video because this has been my favorite look that I've been rocking all summer. And even though I've already done something kind of similar to it, which was the gold mine tutorial I did quite a few months back, it's similar tutorial, but like same concept. I'm just using different products. And when I posted on my Facebook, if you guys would prefer to see me start doing more fall tutorials, or did you want me to, continue banging out the summer looks? I'm still stuck in summer, and most of you guys agreed with me. Summer ain't over yet, so I want to show you guys something that I have been wearing all summer long, as well as a really, really hot, bold lip that I have been loving and wearing all summer. So I really hope you guys like this look, or a new variation of an old look, and I'm going to really, really try to be on top of my tutorials more, because I have missed you guys. I have missed my video making. But I hope you guys like this look, and I will be showing you guys some pictures that I took in a photo shoot using this look. So I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching. Bye. The first step, which I've already done off camera for you guys, was I used my Studio Finish Concealer in NW45 on my eyelid as an eyeshadow base. And basically what that's doing, for those of you that don't already know, is it's completely evening out that skin tone so that the colors stand out a lot brighter, those eyeshadow colors. And then what I did as a highlighter, I used NW40 right along underneath my brow bone area. It makes the highlight pop a little bit more, so that's always cool. As far as your eyeshadow base, I would just use anything that's kind of like natural to the skin tone, or whatever you prefer. I'm going to be using Groundwork by Matte, and this is just a paint pot. I'm just going to take a little bit in my finger and very lightly apply some of that on the immediate eyelid area. I'm not going to carry it too far up. It's not really necessary for this particular look. And you don't really need much. A little bit goes a long way, but you want to be sure to smooth it out, get all those creases out, because you don't want to be too generous. You know, of course, as you guys may know, you don't want to be too generous with the paint pots because they will crease, and creasing is not cute. I mean, unless you're going for that look, of course. So for the first, actually I'm going to work from the bottom up. For a little pop of color, what I did was I used Undercurrent Eye Kohl by MAC. This came out quite some time ago with the art collection. I want to say, I could be wrong, but they came out with a series of Pearl Glide liners maybe about 3 months ago. Don't remember the name of that collection, but this is called Undercurrent. You can use with any like bright emerald green eyeliner that you have. It's really, really, really pigmented, and I mean really pigmented, and it has like glitter in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and this is going to go in my waterline, my bottom waterline. You don't really need much. And what I'm doing is I'm using that as an eyeshadow base. Next, what I'm going to be using is this fun little stackable pigment that I picked up when I went to the IMATs in Pasadena this year. That was in June, I believe. Yeah, June. But I picked up these pigments from a booth called Pary, P-A-R-Y. I picked these up, and they're basically just kind of like, let's see, like those mineral, just kind of like pigments. I like to use these sparingly because when you photograph with these on, they come out like really, really, like they really reflect. They don't do well with flash. So I try to use these sparingly and like not all over the lid. If you're not photographing, like if you're going out, it doesn't really matter. But there's like pretty much, it's like the rainbow. It goes like from pink all the way down to blue, green, purple. And you can use either this kind of like mint green, or you can use the teal one. I'm going to use the teal because the teal is one of my favorite colors. But I'm going to use that teal. I'm going to take my MAC 266 angular brush, or whatever like flat brush that you have, and pick up some of that pigment with the brush. Just like that. A little bit goes a long way. And I'm going to be using that to set that eyeliner we laid down a little bit earlier. And these are just really, really beautiful pigments. I absolutely adore these, especially right now for the summer. And this waterline trick is really fun when, you want to go out and you want to look cute. Like, it's summer, so you want to keep it light, but you still want your, your pop of color. And I get that from using my little pigments here. But anyway, so you see we got that in your waterline, which is really, really pretty. I'm going to go ahead and work with my highlight, my brow bone highlight. I used Rice Paper by MAC. I'm just going to take a little bit of that in a 252 brush. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need much. Just gently pat that on and then blend it out. And I'm just really, really working with just think shimmer with this look. Think a lot of shimmer. Not a lot, but You know, rice paper is a nice shimmery highlight. I love it for that pop of color. For my crease, I'm going to be using a Pro Color. This is called Coral. This can only be found at, you know, Pro stores, Mac Pro stores for you Pro members. And it's just kind of like a orangey, like a melon color almost, but it's really, really pretty on African skin tones. I'm going to be using my 249 brush, my crease brush. I'm sorry, correction, 224. Blend a little bit of that out. And this is going directly into my crease. And you can be really, really generous with this one because it's gonna, you know, take a minute for it to show up, but once you really get it on there, it pays off. It's a beautiful, beautiful crease color. Yeah, just be really generous with it and make sure you blend it out. I'm doing the windshield wipers and then mixing that up with some swirlies. I do a little bit of both. Alright, so for my outer corner color or my outer V, I'm going to be using one of my favorite summer colors when I need a little bit more definition, but it's really pretty on warm skin tones. But this is Embark by MAC, and it's just a dark um, reddish brown, kind of, sort of. I'm going to take my 219 pencil brush, and on the outer corner of my eye, I'm just going to place the color there. Just place it. That's all you're going to do is just place it. And then with my 222, or any blending brush that you prefer, I'm going to get a little bit of that shadow on the brush and just buff it out. I like to really pack it on first because these blending brushes are good for that airbrush look, but when you really, really need the color packed on in a certain area, sometimes it just doesn't cut it. So I like to place it first and then blend it out. Just buff, buff, buff till you can't buff no more. And keep on buffing. I buff like pretty much halfway up the eye, and I follow the those natural sockets there. And then I'm gonna blend it out a little bit more with the 224 around the edges just to soften it out. For my lid, I'm going to be using one of my recent favorites. This one has been sitting in my kit forever, never really touched it. This is All That Glitters by MAC. It looks pink, but sometimes it goes on, it's like a frosty pink. But I'm going to pat that onto my lid. From inner all the way to where the Embark stops. I'm going to pack it on and then blend around those outer edges just to make sure there's no harsh edge or anything like that. And that everything just smoothly blends all together. On top of that, I use just a little bit of Amber Lights just to smooth it out a little bit more and make it look a little bit more orangey kind of. Just a little bit, just a little bit. You don't need much. But that's what's going to kind of like warm up that Amber Lights. But Amber Lights by itself is such a warm color. Sometimes I don't need that intensity that it wants to give me. So I'm kind of balancing it out with that All That Glitters just to neutralize it out a little bit more. So you still get that orangey look, and it's still like a warm, beautiful orange, but not as intense as, you know, as it wants to give you. As you can see, that was fairly simple, you know, only 3 or 4 colors. Buffed it out. Summer is all about simplicity and, you know, quickness. You don't have time to do 2-3 hour makeup looks. It's hot, you're sweating. All I would do now is just add some fluid line. I'm going to use a black liner because I still wanted that defined look. So I'm going to use my black track and my 209 brush or whatever eyeliner brush you prefer. Didn't really take much, but there you go. That's the look. The lashes with this look are optional. You don't have to wear any if you don't want to. It just depends on what you're doing. In the pictures that I'm showing you guys, I am wearing lashes because I was doing a photo shoot. You know, that's just what the photo shoot called for. So this is pretty much our quick, simple summer look. So now that I have that one eye look done, I wanted to show you guys the matching look that I did. The matching lip, excuse me. This is seriously like my favorite lip look right now. Seriously, I had this lipstick in my kit forever and I never touched it. I don't know why, but I am really, 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 really feeling this lipstick. And it is called Vegas Volt. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. I'm sure you guys have used it. I, unfortunately, have been sleeping on it. It's kind of like a coral. I really, really do see pink in this color, in this lipstick, but it's kind of like a coral pinkish, beautiful on dark skin tones, Indian women, women of color in general, beautiful. So what I did to prep the lip is I used chestnut liner, any dark brown. You can also use cork, whatever is dark brown on your skin tone. I personally, I can go back and forth between chestnut and cork. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to go ahead and fill on my lips a little bit. Depending on how much definition you want in the lip, like if you want a more defined lip, use a darker liner. But make sure that you don't just draw it out. You want to kind of like feather along the lines so that it has like a blended look kind of, or even take your finger and blend it out. And the same along the top. You can also use a lip brush, whatever you prefer. Obviously, you don't want to use your finger like on a client or anything like that. Just like tap it out, feather it out. You can blot if you want, that's optional, or just wipe some off, either or. I'm going to go ahead and apply that Vegas Volt lipstick. Okay, caution, when I say it's bold, it's bold. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another lip gloss that's kind of nude on me and neutralize it out. So I still get that pop of color, but not as intense. For those of you guys that are thinking, like, what the hell is she doing? So anyways, here goes the lipstick. And just blend that out. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's funny because the first time I wore this lipstick was in Vegas. How ironic, huh? But so yeah, there's the lipstick. I'm going to top that off with Revealing Gloss. I just like it because it kind of has a nude orange look to it. So I'm going to add some of that towards the center and work my way out. You know, it kind of tones it down a little bit. And there you go. You have Chestnut, Vegas Volt, and Revealing. Sometimes when I'm wearing like really, really simple makeup, I'll bang it out with just the lip. And it just gives me the perfect pop of color that I'm looking for, especially right now in the summer. You know, less is more. Play up the lips a little bit more, even the cheeks. I'll do like a bold cheek like Devil, or like, I can't think of anything orange, anything bold, anything like bam. It's just too hot to wear on 10 pounds of makeup. But you still want to look cute and you still want to stand out. And you can do that with like simple eye looks like this, you know, simple pop of color and a bold lip. So that's pretty much the tutorial, guys. I hope you guys like it, and I'm really, really looking forward to doing more looks for you guys lately. So stay tuned and thank you for watching. Bye.